It's 2013, and 12 rows away from me is the man, the myth, the legend, John Mayer. And this guy is killing it, has been killing it all night. And his finisher, Gravity. And I know that song like the back of my hand. So I whip out my phone because I know the guitar solo is coming. I hit record, and then 3 seconds later I realize I'm so focused on trying to capture John Mayer on this tiny screen that I'm not even paying attention to the fact that he is literally 100 feet away playing his soul out. That's when I put my phone away and just experienced the moment. And it was perfection, except for one thing. I don't remember a whole lot from that night. And no, it's not for that reason. It's because I didn't record anything, and it's been 9 years. I'm curious, do you have any stories like that? I would love to hear about it. This is a real personal struggle of mine because on one hand, I want to live in every moment. I want to experience my children growing up and going on vacation with them without having to see the world through a screen. But at the same time, I know that my brain, my memory is mortal. So in 1, 2, 5, 10 years, I'm going to forget everything. So how do I, on one hand, live in the moment and yet capture the moment without being pulled out of the moment? And so far, no phone, no camera has been able to do that, but I found the closest thing so far, and it's the Insta360 ONE X2. This thing is a 360 camera, and it's always marketed as an action camera, and it's totally great for that. But for me personally, it's the closest thing I've gotten to being able to be in the moment and capture the moment at the same time. I took it down to Philly. Let me walk you through that experience. First stop is City Hall, and there's just so much symmetry here. But in my personal opinion, symmetry is one of the biggest killers of living in the moment. Because if you take an asymmetric video of something that's symmetrical, then it's not gonna look that great. But with a 360 camera like the ONE X2, you can just stand relatively center. You don't have to stand dead center and get it all perfect. You can just stretch the camera up on the Invisible Selfie stick, and then you can just easily reframe it later. If you're a vlogger or you like recording your vacations, you really have to pay attention to your device's screen because you gotta make sure that you're in the shot. By focusing so hard on the screen, you miss everything around you because you have to keep your eyes dead straight. The tourists were so obsessed with taking pictures and videos at Love Park that they totally missed the fun little Monopoly monuments that sat right next to it. Hell, people were so busy taking pictures at the top of the stairs at the art museum, you know, where Rocky did his little dance, that they missed that they were giving out free 76er shirts down below.
Who wants a t-shirt? Let me see you say, let's go Sixers! Let's go Sixers! Let's go Sixers!
Oh, and I can't take a trip down to Philly without eating at my favorite fried chicken joint, Crown Fried Chicken. And also, my wife would kill me if she knew that I was down there and I didn't pick up donuts at Byler's Donuts at Reading Terminal. Just a few minutes away from Reading Terminal is Philly's Chinatown. And if you're buried in your camera screen, you might just miss this one. But I don't blame the traditional cameras for this one because none of Philly's guides mention Chinatown. And it's a damn shame because Philly's Chinatown is one of the best in the USA. Because the ONE X2 is a 360 camera, I could just hold it in the air and I myself could look around and not miss a beat. I could pay attention to everything that was happening. And I made genuinely two new discoveries. One is that there is an amazing shaded area with a small water play area, and it even has a bathroom there. And here's the thing, I'm always so focused on this big fountain here and the art museum over there that I think I totally missed this thing. I didn't even know it existed. And two, while I was walking, because I could turn my head, I didn't realize that we had a Harry Potter exhibit in town. That's pretty sick.
Last stop of the day, I'm eating a pizza over at Shack Maxon. I know you guys are wondering, why is he eating pizza in Philly? Isn't that like cheesesteak haven? And it's true, it is. But Philly actually has a really big pizza scene. Shack Maxon is probably like top 3 in the city. As a matter of fact, Philly is a pretty big foodie town. I was talking to a restaurant owner and he told me that restaurant owners new restaurant owners would prefer to open down in Philly rather than New York, because in New York, rent is so expensive. You get 1 month before you gotta make it. If you don't make it, you gotta shut down. Whereas Philly, shaking here, Philly, you get a whole year because rent's a little cheaper. So yeah, if you're looking for good food, come to Philly. Looking for good pizza, come to Shack Maxon. I don't even need to move the camera. You can probably just 360, you know? You can just show everything, down to the pizza and up to the shop. If you don't believe me, listen to this crunch. Oh my God, so good.
This little camera is seriously so amazing at letting you stay in the moment because you can just dangle it up in the air and you can be confident that it's not gonna miss anything. Keep in mind that the ONE X2 is not the best in low light or indoor situations, but a YouTuber did test the other Insta360 cameras, and the ONE X2 actually came out on top when it came to low lighting situations. The ONE X2 has a ton of accessories, but I think the two most critical is going to be a lens protector, because this lens does scratch easily and it will impact the video quality. And the second is going to be the Invisible Selfie stick, which allows you to extend it all the way up in the air. And the way that it was designed was that this will not show up in those videos. Now, if you want to use a mic like I did in this shot here, you guys can get a, I don't even know what this is called, it's like a cold shoe that you can link up, and again, it sits totally parallel to the camera so that it won't show up in your shots. I'll link everything down below. Please use the links as it helps this channel a lot. If you're worried about the editing, don't be. The app makes it so easy that even a dummy like me who confuses left and right, could you imagine opening up 360 to someone like me? It's disastrous, but the app is super duper easy. And if you're an experienced editor or you want to do more things, you can obviously do and edit on your computer as well using things like Premiere Pro, which is what I use. Let me know what your best moments were where you weren't able to capture it on video. And if you were to pick this up, let me know what you would use it for. Until next time, stay safe, and as always, stay honest.